I wonder why that guy could get up and the other guy couldn't. Alright, here we go. Right, he's right there. He's right there. Oh, I don't believe that. How did that not work? Like, how... Those 50 blocks, and also why is there so many Endermen? There was none before. Oh! Oh, I finally did it! That has to be the flippin' weirdest thing I've ever done. Alright, so can I just show you where the skeleton was standing? Like, the XP is here. The bone is there. Look at that. Finally! Kill a skeleton with an arrow from more than 50 meters. I was looking at another screen and trying, like, aiming so many arrows. I'm down to 22 arrows. I had like 3 stacks. I was just sitting here in silence, shooting. Oh, I didn't even record my other monitor. I wish I had. But I was just looking at the skeleton's position, watching where my arrows were dropping, realigning my aim, and I wasn't even looking that time. That was the one time I just turned and I was like, alright, whatever. And I got it. I knew roughly it was going to hit, but it's very random because it doesn't always go in the same position from long range. I figured that out when I was trying to do the challenge, this achievement earlier when I was shooting down the tube and the arrows kept going off to the side. That happens when you shoot from long range. So thank goodness. So we finally achieved this one. Took forever. Yeah, it was just a blind shot, honestly. Was it cheating? Yeah, probably, but at the end of the day, I would just call it brains and perseverance. And we have another sheep, which is just awesome. So you can go and live with your sheep friend in there. So, yep. His services are no longer required. So that's that achievement down. And that means we've just got, well, the border has expanded ever so slightly. It doesn't mean we can't get to anything else because this is just taking it to the full block. So we can't like access any new ores or chests. But I mean, that's okay. 28 achievements done. So the next achievement that we're probably going to have to work on... Oops. Well, there's 2 things we can do. We can try the rail one on a rail, which I've got a plan on how to do that. We can't do it in the end, obviously, but I'm going to try and do it in the nether. That one, as I said, I tried to do it off camera. It's, in theory you should be able to get it here, but I really don't know. And then the other one is... what's the other one? The other one's just simply... Well, the Knot Chapel we can't get because we need chests. And for spawn a wither we need wither skulls, which I'm pretty sure I've only got 1. Yeah, I mean we could try duplication glitch. Maybe, I don't know how to do duplication glitches. So the only one we can realistically do is the on a rail one. But I am going to go and check out the next part of the end. Can we respawn the Ender Dragon? We could, maybe? How much glass do we have? We could get more glass. Try and make some end crystals. Respawn the dragon. But basically what I'm thinking of doing is travelling to another part of the end. So we're going to go to the end and figure out that. So we'll do that now. Because I'm trying to hold off from doing the on a rail challenge because it's going to take ages to set up. Oh no. I'm done with these guys. I need to block off that tunnel. Let's see, is this guy going to come up? He doesn't want any of it. So the issue with this is we're going to have to find a safe place to kill the Enderman. This seems a good place. So we just need a few ender pearls. Alright, 6 ender pearls should be enough. Now if I remember rightly, the portal should be over here, I think. Where did the portal go? Ah, there it is. Right in the midst of all. We don't have much food. I'm not sure if there's going to be chests or whatnot. We might have to explore the end, like this island a bit. There might be chests kicking around. It would be so nice if we just came across one and there was a god apple in it. Oh, progress has been made. progress has been made. That is great. Okay. Oops. We need that to get back. Well, let's be honest. We've got one chance at that because we've only got one ender pearl, but whatever. Let's have a look. We can't take any of the endstone back. Oh yeah, we can't take any of that back either. Oh wait, we're not going to be able to open chests, are we? Because we can't interact with anything. Duh! Oh wow, how dumb am I? I mean, we could. The thing is, we can interact with Enderman and that. So you'd think there might be something that one could find here, but oh, whatever. We only have one ender pearl. We can get more if we see Enderman, but as it so happens, I can see 0 Enderman on my screen. We might have just lost our diamond axe if we can't get back. Now let's have a run around. We're here now, might as well have a look. Okay, so deepest apologies. I didn't record audio for the final part of the last segment that I recorded. Basically what happened was, ran around the end for a bit, found absolutely nothing, had one ender pearl, was resigned to the fact that I'd probably missed the ender pearl into the portal and fallen the void, and I was going to lose my stuff, which none of it was really good, apart from the sharpness 5 axe, but I mean, I can get by without that. Turns out, I managed to hit the ender pearl onto the portal, and I managed to get back to the end with one shot. I'd seen no endermans, so there would have been no chance of me getting another ender pearl had I missed it. But I got back to the end, which I was really thrilled about. Came back here, and now, yeah, I found something else. So basically I realised the border had actually crept back enough to reveal a spit of land up there that actually had a quartz block on it. Now I don't know what the purpose of these... Well, I saw a quartz block up there, I'll show that off in a minute. But I thought there might have been a chest, because you see that in some CTM maps. Obviously this is not CTM, but I still thought it might have been a principle for map makers to follow. But as it turns out, it's just a quartz block. No idea what the significance of it is. Could it be part of the map? If I dig this, nothing happens. Okay, yeah, so that's it basically. There's really nothing to be gained from this. I'm tempted just to dig away all the remaining blocks here, just in case we go down the route of having a zombie pigman farm, and I don't want them dropping onto this place. There's some coal there, which is cool. But yeah, that is just a really weird thing. Why would you have a random quartz block in the middle of nowhere? So up here on this island that we found a while back, I did discover that the quartz block is still, or it's a pillar quartz block, but whatever, it's still behind the border. But as you can see, there is a spawner, and I guessed it, a chicken spawner, because there's so many chickens around. It just kind of makes a heap of sense. So basically what my plan is now is just to dismantle this island, get rid of all the resources on it, tear it to shreds in the hope of possibly finding a chest or something that might be useful. So we'll do that, and then after that we'll probably just worry. As you can see in my inventory, I've got golden iron. I was actually checking to see how much we had and how many rails we could make. Turns out we can only make somewhere in the region of about 3 stacks of rail, which is not nearly enough. We need about 14, I think. We need about 14 stacks of rail. That is both types of rail, either type of rail. Doesn't matter what type of rail, but we need 14 stacks of it in order to complete the challenge of travel by minecart at least 1 kilometre from where you started. If it works. I'm not convinced it will, but we'll see. So I was clearing away this island, and I was listening to music, and then out of nowhere I found this. Now this is a chest. If you didn't know, this is what a chest in Minecraft looks like. I don't think I've seen this before. Luck of the C3 and gold. What a troll. Yes, it would have been nice to find that Luck of the C3 about, I don't know, a week ago when I needed it, but as it stands, we only got it now, after we've already, got our fish farm working. Actually, no, never mind, scratch that. It would have been nice to have had that a month ago when I was trying to fish for a saddle and everything else. Anyway, well, not much we can do now. I'm actually stuck here. But yeah, it's cool to find it, but as it stands, it did absolutely nothing for us. Oh, look at that MLG catch of the ladder. Okay, so we have found another chest. I was just clearing away the land up here with the zombie pigman spawners. Had a bit of trouble with the ghasts, but found this chest. It was surrounded in obsidian. As I was digging the obsidian, I was like, just thinking to myself, I bet you this has something in it. And it does. I'm really, really hoping this is something worthwhile. The fact it's hidden suggests it is. I've missed it before. It had a cave spider spawner on it, if you remember, and I actually regret taking out that cave spider spawner because it would have been an easy way of getting string. But anyway, let's just take out the last of this, and then we shall have the grand reveal. What is in this thing, this chest? Yes! Alright, finally, we found the God Apple. I'm just going to eat it now, there's no real point in waiting. Let's just get the overpowered achievement. The world border does expand a bit more. We do get all of our buffs. These are all the buffs you get. You get regeneration 2 for about 20 seconds, you get absorption 4 for about 2 minutes, resistance, and fire resistance for 5 minutes. So it's fairly overpowered. It does help. I'm just going to, I guess, snag the chest. And the bad news is I don't think these guys actually drop any sort of materials, any sort of useful materials while they are falling. Like while they fall, they die, but they don't drop any materials. Here, could you guys maybe like move out the way, please? Thank you. Oh, lost focus there. That's okay. Let's just get rid of those. But yeah, we're possibly about to get ghasts any minute now because they tend to turn up at this point. Since I've taken away the island, it's got a lot more crazy with the ghasts. Like before, they wouldn't spawn all that much on the island, but now they do. So I had to survive multiple ghast attacks. Oh, I really don't like it when you can't get rid of all these blocks. There we go. We're having to do this the slow and painful way, but it saves time, kind of. If we come back here, we'll, I guess, oh no! Yeah, if we come back here, we're going to have to create a zombie pigman farm, or we could just do it in the nether, because there's loads in the nether, loads of zombie pigmen. We also need to get to brewing, because I haven't actually done any of that yet. So that might be something in future, but I'm just going to get rid of all this for now, because I really don't want to stay up here too long. If you have a look, the ladder's probably fried. It's actually complete, but it got fried a bunch by the ghasts. Anyway, that's just got our 29th achievement. And, as you can see, so we've got the rail achievement is the last we could do before we need... and the all biomes one. Those are the last two we need before the final home straight, which is the wither one, which is 3 achievements we could do all at once. But I have no idea where we're going to get the wither heads from, honestly, the wither skulls. Maybe over... Oh, help. Maybe over there? Part of me wants to go and check, but I don't have enough blocks. We might do that later. So you've never seen this before. What is it? Well, as you can see, it is a zombie pigman spawner. Or zombie pigman farm, zombie pigman grinder, whatever you want to call it. We've got the 2 zombie pigman spawners up here. This was, if you don't know, this was the area where the bedrock was, and I just basically constructed a bit of a bowl here, and the zombie pigman spawn, fall into the water. We obviously don't need a roof on this because it doesn't require it doesn't require darkness or anything like that. We've obviously got it open to the sky, which also helps in preventing other mobs from spawning, although I have discovered other mobs can spawn up there, which is a bit annoying, but there you go. So yeah, zombie pigmen spawn, fall into the water, get funneled into the middle, they then go along a tube up to up to the second highest block, which is 254, then along, and then they fall down into a collection chamber, which I will just show off. This was a pain to build. I did it off camera for two reasons. One, because I just want to get this this series done and over with. I don't want to spend too long recording. This is where the zombie pigmen come, and we just simply use looting on them, and we get all the gold. But yeah, one, because I want to get the series done, and two, because it would have taken quite a lot of time in setting up the recording and everything like that. So I didn't want to just record all the way through it. Also, I'm running out of like overall hard drive space. Like across all the hard drives I have, I'm actually never thought it would come to this, but I am running low. I think I've still got a decent amount on this machine. This was meant to be a side series, which has actually turned into something a lot bigger. I didn't anticipate it would last this long, which isn't a bad thing, but you know, it's I really do want to get it finished very soon. We can use these furnaces for smelting up the swords. We don't need the swords. Gold swords are utterly useless anyway. But yeah, overall it works really, really well. Obviously something like this is not normally possible in vanilla due to the fact that zombie pigman spawners do not exist. But obviously in such a setting it is fantastic, and I've obviously got a lot of levels, which is also really, really good. So why are we getting all this stuff? Well, this is for the on the rail achievement, or on a rail, or whatever you call it. It's the only achievement left that we can feasibly do, because I've kind of tried to do the discover all biomes achievement. What do you call it? I forget the name. Adventure Time. I've tried to do that achievement off camera and haven't managed it. I obviously cannot spawn the wither, because to spawn the wither you need like 3 skulls. I only have 1 as far as I can remember. So this is the only achievement left that I can feasibly do. The other ones we're just going to have to, I guess, think about. Let's put some of those in there. But yeah, I'm currently stocking up on gold, so we can make a lot of power rails, and that will enable us to get the full distance. Whether it will work or not is another matter, but we're going to give it a try anyway, and we might as well get the rails while we have the chance. So yeah, that is that. We've got a bit of gold. We're going to need about, I think, 18 stacks, which is going to be, yeah, 2 rows. So we've still got a long, long way to go. Hopefully we can get there in the end. But yeah, this is all I'm doing at the minute. Very, very mind-numbing stuff. There is one other thing I wish to show off down here. Obviously this is the mob system. Where the mob system used to be, it's I've not really got it working again, because there's really no point. I don't think we'll need it again. We've already got enough mob loot, and levels aren't a problem. But if we got all the way down here, I did mine a bit here, managed to get a few diamonds. I found something very, very, very peculiar. If I can just remember where it's at, I think it's down here. Actually no, it's down the next row here. As you can see, we've got a random birch sapling, which was covered in blocks that aren't really blocks, or silverfish eggs, or whatever you call them. But there was obsidian here, so I just basically dug the obsidian, and I saw that, and we have a birch sapling here, and that is pretty peculiar, but I'm guessing that is to provide the last of the main saplings. We don't have any acacia saplings, but we do have spruce, dark oak. Now we've got birch. We could in theory get oak, but obviously we never did, because the starting tree was stingy, and obviously jungle's out of the question. But we've got the 4 main types, the 4 neutral biome type saplings, or the potential to have them. So yeah, that's cool. Anyway, I'm going to get back to grinding.